Next question comes from Peter from Portland, Oregon. Peter asks, what are the Democrats doing to push for developing other fuel sources?
Well, developing other fuel sources, basically, I assume Peter's talking about liquid fuels, perhaps, I don't know. Obviously, we need to do more for electricity generation with solar energy and wind energy, that type of thing. But for the liquid fuels for our cars and things, we need to be pushing ahead in the area of biofuels, which I talked about a minute ago. In the Farm Bill that I've been trying to get through, since I'm the chairman of the Agriculture Committee, we're trying to put more focus on biofuels, renewable fuels. We know that in just a few years we can develop a lot of biofuels for your car from things like trees, wood, grasses that can grow every year. And you harvest them and you make them into fuel. It's great for the environment. Just think about all the trees that could be grown that we can then make into ethanol, basically. It's a cellulosic ethanol. Well, when the trees grow, what do? They take CO2 out of the atmosphere. Then you cut those down, you turn them into fuel. Well, the fuel would put the CO2 back in the atmosphere, but the trees that grow take it out. So it's not a net plus for greenhouse gases, especially CO2. To me, this is the way we've got to go on biofuels. Then there's new technologies like algae. I know, for example, that a lot of experimentation is going on right now in getting fuels from algae. And that has a lot of promise. But we're not putting enough into the research and development of these to really move it ahead aggressively. If you leave it to the oil companies, wow, they're going to, $100 barrel oil will now be 125 and 150. They're going to keep going until they get the last drop of oil out of the earth and charge you $1,000 a barrel for it. Well, that's not the answer. We can't just leave it to oil companies. We, as a country, have to invest in this and invest in these new technologies.